What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Exoria. Oh yeah, guys. So since last episode, I made myself another water wheel. And then I've been making some more of these MV wire connectors, and I've actually made, what is this stuff called? Insulated MV wire coil. Yeah. So those of you who have been playing with immersive engineering for a while know that if you have a powered wire coil in recent versions of immersive engineering, it will do damage to you. Like if you run into it, you'll take some damage, it'll knock you back, right? So you can make insulated versions of these wire coils, which do not have that damage thing. And yeah, it's fine. You can walk right through them like you've always been able to do in the past. So the recipe for these really is not that expensive. It's just some tough fabric, which is the industrial hemp fiber wrapped around a stick. So you're gonna need half a stack of industrial hemp fiber per recipe and 4 sticks, right? So yeah, it's that plus a bucket of creosote. What am I clicking on? This recipe. Bucket of creosote and then 4 MV wire coils. So you're essentially putting in the tough fabric and a bucket of creosote to convert your already made MV wire coils to the insulated ones that don't cause damage to you. So yeah, I went ahead and I did that so I could work around these wires without having to be shocked all the time. But I did end up making another dynamo. I made another windmill. Behind the dynamos, we just have the MV wire connectors. Those connect over here to a relay, and the relay is sending both the power down to this connector into the battery. So this is the input side on the top right here. On the front, we have an output side with a connector that goes up to a relay, and we're just moving the power over to this relay, which is going to send it to our machines. So yeah, that's going to be the relay that kind of like feeds down to our different machines and whatever else we're going to be doing here. So that is our setup right now. It's nothing super fancy, but it is reliable power. We always have a trickle amount coming in, and then we can always add more power should we need it using like the Stirling engine or whatever other means of power we can do. I was kind of looking when I was making this dynamo, I was like, ooh, look at all these thermal expansion dynamos that we can do. I was like, oh, that recipe looks super easy. Yeah, if you click on the transmission coils, it does require circuit boards from forestry, which I was like, okay, that's not bad, just a carpenter recipe, right? Yeah, well, it is a carpenter recipe, then it requires a circuit board from immersive engineering, which requires Buildcraft, chipsets. Well, I mean, I guess we're almost there, right? We did end up making the lasers last time. We made the advanced crafting table, which I'm not sure if we're going to be using, and the assembly table, which we're definitely going to have to use to make those chipsets. In order to set these lasers down, it did say we needed a room of at least 50 blocks in interior size and at least 64 exposed laboratory blocks. Now, I was thinking, where was I going to build another room, right? So we have this room here. We have this room, and off of this we have our embers area. But the way the embers area is set up, there's really not a good spot to have like another exit, right? So this wall's taken up, this wall's kind of taken up, and this wall, we could put a door here, but I think our staircase going up and outside is right on the other side of that wall. I think. Let's take a look. Yeah, let me through. Kind of. I don't know. We might be able to put one over there, but yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of thinking what we're gonna, oh yeah, and then obviously we have this other room over here. That wall's kind of taken up. I guess we could move that over here, I suppose. I guess. And then back over here we have all the water mills that are powering this thing. So we're kind of out of options. I'm thinking we're going to just build a room downstairs in this open area. Like instead of having these slabs everywhere, we could remove the slabs and put down the laboratory blocks on the floor. At least like, I don't know, from here over or something, and just to satisfy the requirement for these lasers. I don't know how long we're going to be staying on this Exoria planet. I don't know if we're going to be traveling to a regular overworld at some point. I don't know like if I should build an extensive base here. Like these are things I don't know. So I've been trying to like build things as we need it, but not go overboard and build excessive and then be like, oh, well, I guess we're making a new base again, right? Anyway. So in order to proceed here, we need the laboratory blocks, and I think it is these? No, it is the white panel. Which one is that one? Just so I know. Oh, I guess it's just the very first one. Okay, so to do that, we need a stack of stone, and then we need 8 quartz. So I got stone being smelted right here, and looks like we're on our very last one. Very good. And then we needed 8 quartz, which we so happen to have right there. And we should be good to go here. So let us make a stack of laboratory blocks. Yep. All right. So that should complete the quest. I'm a firing my laser. Let's go back to the quest. Take a look at it real quick. So that. Okay, yeah. So that completes everything that we needed. But yeah, in order to place down the lasers, we do need the laboratory blocks being exposed. So let us do... I guess we could do like a 9 by 9, and I'll just make a little bit more to fill in the extra. So let's see, that is 4 on that side, that'd be 4 on this side. So that's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's not really gonna work because our oreberry bushes. I mean, I guess we could place them here, but it's just gonna look a little odd in my opinion. You know, let's just do it anyway. We'll just get this going. We'll make it work. I can always move the oreberry bushes. I don't know like how long we're gonna be relying on those, if we're gonna be getting into better resource collection sometime soon, or if we're ever going to. Yeah, I honestly don't know how the later game of this pack works. So yeah, we're gonna figure that out as we proceed. But anyway, what I'm gonna do is remove the rest of these slabs, remove the ash block below my feet, and then replace all of that with the laboratory blocks, which should satisfy the requirement. It doesn't say that the laboratory blocks have to be in an enclosed room. Like, you can't have it bigger, right? It just says it has to be at least 50 blocks of interior size with 64 blocks of exposed laboratory blocks. So it should theoretically work down here. It is enclosed down here, right? I guess we'll find out. Anyway, let me go ahead and finish doing this. I'll place the blocks and then we'll be right back. All right, so after digging out the floor, I started placing the blocks. It's like, you know, we don't necessarily need the blocks on the floor. Yeah, I dug out this is one full chunk, right? Yeah, we were gonna dig out all the area that I have chunk loaded. That was the original idea. Anyway, so that's 16 blocks long. I dug it 4 blocks tall. All 64 blocks are right here. Now, I was kind of curious if that was gonna work because it says exposed laboratory blocks. I did chisel those, by the way. They were panels before. They are now the tile, this one right here. So it's a connected texture. It looks better in my opinion. Anyway, so I was kind of wondering if like putting torches on it would still consider exposed. It does consider exposed. So I can now place down these lasers. These are not complaining. If I get rid of one of those blocks, I think, and I try and place it down. Yeah, it says room is missing 1 exposed block. So, we definitely need, oops, those kind of jumped out of my inventory. We need those here, and the torches don't affect it being exposed, which is good. So what we really need to do is put it into an area where we can start lasering. We need all 5 of these lasers going. So what I think I'm going to end up doing, let's go, well, I was going to go grab some cobblestone, but I guess we can just use these blocks. That should be fine. We need, let's do something like maybe that. We have 5 lasers, right? So we can place the lasers right here. That'll be just fine. I might change this a little later. I don't know. So we can place those here. And then on the back, we can do these MV wire connectors. And then all of those need to be connected to this thing up above. Now, I don't have all the insulated wires. So this is potentially going to shock me. Hopefully we can avoid that. But yeah, this will allow us to get lasers working here and use our assembly table. Oh, okay, it doesn't like that one. So we will need another relay. Do I have one? I do. Okay, well, we can just do this for temporary, I suppose. So we can connect that wire to here, this wire to there. Okay, so now all of those are connected. Yeah, it doesn't really work the way I wanted it to. I might end up moving this back up against the wall. That way we won't run into the issue where it's like running into blocks like that. But anyway, we got this going for now. So we should be able to place down this assembly table. And since we have lasers nearby, that should work. So anything that we need as far as assembly table stuff should work now. So if I want to make a chipset, just the regular redstone one. Oh, that does not show there's a recipe, so I guess we can't make that just yet. So I wonder what the recipes are with the assembly table that we are allowed to make. I don't know. So if I'm clicking on these circuit boards, it shows that we can do this. And then these redstone chipsets here, yeah, these don't have recipes yet, so I guess we're kind of locked out. So if we go back to the power up section, metal press, replacing manual work, redstone engineering block. I wonder if these things are going to be made with it. I'm not entirely sure because it had us make the assembly table, but we don't have a way to do anything with it just yet, huh? Yeah, it didn't really say anything else other than just making this. Okay, well, I guess we can move on. We could try making the moistener and the squeezer. Squeezer is going to be nice for getting seed oil and so on. Let's try making these things. So moistener and squeezer. Both of these forestry items should be fairly simple to do. So a sturdy casing is required, which is a circuit board, which requires redstone chipsets. Okay, it doesn't show the recipe. However, I do know that putting redstone in there should make the redstone chipset unless the recipe has been altered in some way in this mod pack. Let's just give it a go, even though it doesn't show in JEI. If we put this in here, it does show. If I click it, nothing's happening. Okay, so does this not run off RF? Does this absolutely have to use Buildcraft power? I guess it might, because this should be working, but it's not. This does say MJ. Okay, so we're going to have to look at using the other power type. All right, guys, so if we cannot use RF to make those lasers work, we are going to have to use MJ. We're going to have to make probably more of these Stirling engines. I'm currently going to make 5 more. We probably don't need 5, but I just want to make sure we have enough of this just so we can proceed. So the Stirling engines did require these iron component things. So I set down our engineer's workbench over here with the crafting components. So it should be 2 of those per one of these iron mechanical components and then a copper. So there's 5 of those. So the Stirling engine also requires stone gears and cobblestone. So all of this stuff we should be able to make fairly easily, I do believe. Stone gears, cobblestone, sticks probably. All right, so let's see what we got here. So we are going to need 15 stone gears, which means we need 15 of these. So there's 15. And then we do... Oh, I guess we can just make that directly out of stone, huh? Well, we're doing it this way. Well, we can only make 8 of those. I guess I need to go mine up a little bit more cobblestone. I thought I had enough earlier. I mined like a couple of stacks, but I've been pillaring up with it. And then when I break it again, it turns into the rocks. And when you combine the rocks, it turns into gravel. And you just don't get your cobblestone back. Yeah, it's just one of those things you got to deal with in this mod pack, I suppose. But anyway, getting cobblestone really isn't that big of a deal with the skyblock pickaxe thing. The other portion of this, yeah, that's cobblestone up here too. So we are going to need just a little bit. I might as well just mine up a full stack and make sure that we have enough to complete this task. So I was also looking at the power pipes from Buildcraft, and all of them appear to say that the upper limit is not enforced. So this cobblestone kinesis pipe says it only does 4 MJ per tick max. I assume with that other tooltip that it does not do only 4, it can do unlimited. That's my guess. I don't know. It just does not say that it's enforced. That's all I know at this point, so we're just going to go with that. So there's 5 more Stirling engines. We have 21 cobblestone remaining, and I can put away this. So we do have to make more kinesis pipes. The wooden ones, the power input ones, are the first 2, I think. Nope, this one, wooden. Isn't there another one? No, I guess it's just wooden. So the wooden one injects power into the power system at 16 MJ per tick. So you have to put a wood one in each of your Stirling engines. So we need to get ourselves 5 more of these wooden transport. Well, we already have these recipes from previous, and I can use these cobblestone as well. So we have 1 wooden kinesis pipe. I need 5 more. So let us grab these 5, and there is a total of 6. Yep. And then that's going to go with this guy right here, by the way. this other one we made previously. So now we have a total of 6 of those. And then we need some kind of pipes to connect it all together. I think I need to make one more recipe of these. So a stone rod. All right, so we should be able to do that. So there's some stone rods, and then I want to make some more of the cobblestone pipe. That is probably going to be enough. No reason to make... Well, you know what? Let's just make more. Get rid of that extra stone rod. Okay. So let's do... I don't know. How about... We have 23. Let's just do 16. That should be more than enough, I think. Should be. Okay, so now that we have all of that, we got to figure out how Buildcraft power works, because it has been a minute since I've last messed with this stuff. So I do know that we need these pipes connected to everything that's going to receive power. Whoops, not there. And then these connect over to the wooden pipes that are going to be on the engines, and I assume I'm going to put the engines down here. So that's 3, 4, 5, 6. I can't remember if the engines require a redstone signal or not. I guess we're going to find that out here pretty soon. But it just looks like these only accept furnace burnable material in here. Yeah, accepts any fuel that a furnace does. Okay, I didn't read that tooltip before. I just assumed since that was the only slot there. So these connect right like that, and we are going to need... Oh, am I out of the kinesis pipes? Oh, okay. I guess I'm going to need a little bit more. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more. Oh, no. Are these them? Oh, okay. I did not see those. I thought those are the wooden ones or something for some reason. Anyway, we can just connect these all together. There we go. Let's put another torch back here. It's getting a little dark. We can put one more right there too, I think. Okay, so that should be all good. So the next step is we need to get ourselves some fuel to put into the engine. So let's do that. We only have, well, I guess we have charcoal here. I was like, we only have coal. No, we got plenty of charcoal. I keep the charcoal pit outside stocked every now and then. So let's see. Let's move some of these items up and out of here. There we go. I guess 8 in each one should be fine. I think it does require a redstone signal, doesn't it? It doesn't appear to be doing anything. Okay, well, that's another thing that we can do here very shortly. In fact, we should probably do like one lever and some redstone dust so we can turn them all on and off at the same time. So let's grab like 6 redstone dust and then a lever. So we will do a stick and a cobblestone. Okay, so that should be good enough. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Right, so let's see. If I wanted to turn these on and off, I guess we can just put the redstone dust down here. That should be good enough. Dust, 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 dust. I guess we only need 5, and then we'll put a lever right there. Okay, so that is not working for these like I thought it would. Did that do something? Oh yeah, it did send some MJ over here. Things are happening. It does require 10,000. We don't have that much. I guess the redstone signal, the dust needs to be pointed in each one of these. So I guess we are going to need to make a lever for each one. Not exactly the way I wanted to do that. And I'm sure there's ways that we could make this work off one lever. But for right now, let's just make it work. So let's grab 5 more sticks. We'll make 5 more levers. And we'll just turn them all on individually and make this thing go. Okay, so get all these in here and turn these all on. There we go. Very good. So now, oh, the lasers look like they might have been changed. I don't remember them looking like that before. Now this top one doesn't appear to be sending power. I wonder why. Is there just not enough power to send through all 5 of those? I thought that having all of these engines would be more than enough. It looks like power is going up to this one, but it just is not lasering for some reason. That's very odd. Anyway, things are happening here, and we are, in fact, making a redstone chipset. It is going to take a minute. We're only making 5.3 MJ per tick. Yeah, I almost wonder if it would be better if I move that laser down here. Let's try that. It doesn't appear like... Maybe that's out of range. I'm not sure what's going on. So let's try moving that and see if we can get it to help out. All right, we'll put that here, and we will put this right here. No, it is turning on now. But all the other ones went from yellow to red. So maybe it just wasn't receiving enough power for all of these to work at the same time. It says rate is at 4 MJ now, so it's gone down. I don't know. Why would it? I don't understand this. I don't get it. Anyway, this is nearly finished. And what do we need to do? Let's go back real quick. So we wanted to make the metal presses. We need to make all of this stuff. No, we were gonna make the squeezer, right? The squeezer and the moistener, and those required the sturdy casing, which require the circuit boards. Okay, so we need a total of 4 of those. So I need to go get myself 3 more redstone, and I guess we're just gonna wait for that to finish up. So be right back. All right, guys, so we are in the process now of making the final parts. So we need to make the sturdy casing, which is going to require all these dawnstone plates. We can worry about that. We know how to make that. That's not a big deal. We do have the 4 redstone chipsets made, and then we need the vacuum tubes, which is something we haven't had to make yet. So that is 2 glass, 1 glass, 2 wires, 1 redstone. We're going to double the recipe, though. So we're going to need 2 glass, 4 copper wires, and 2 redstone. So let's put all of those components in there, and glass. Now I'm curious, does it work with this glass? It does work with that. Okay, I wasn't sure, so I converted the clear glass that you make from smelting down the sand and block casting to the vanilla, because yeah, like I said, I wasn't sure. So anyway, there is 6 of the vacuum tubes. Now we need to make ourselves the circuit board, so that is a copper plate, 2 vacuum tubes, and 2 redstone. So we can do that, and there is 2 circuit boards. Perfect, and we get 2 more vacuum tubes left over. Okay, so to continue on, we have to make the sturdy casing, which does require these dawnstone plates, and the only way to make that we can do right now is by melting down dawnstone and stamping it through this recipe. Now, I didn't even take a look at how much dawnstone we had. I should probably take stock in that. We have 29, so that is enough. We just need 16 of them. So that's going to deplete our supply quite significantly. The other thing is we just need to melt it down and put it into the stamper. So I can grab, why can I see a fluid pipe, and then we need a fluid extractor, which I thought we had another one of those in here somewhere. I keep moving things between these 2 chests. Yeah, there's our fluid extractor right here. And then I, of course, am going to need a lever, right, so we can do that. So also, we are going to need the plate stamper, this guy, okay. Yeah, so we can just rehook this thing up in such a way where this one will melt down the dawnstone, and we will extract it. Let's disconnect that pipe, extract it over into our stamper like we've done before. It would be a lot better if I had a dedicated one of these specifically to melt stuff down to go over here, but we haven't set that up yet, so I just keep taking the one and changing the way this is set up every time. Anyway, so we have that. We need this off. We need this on. We need the dawnstone in there to melt down. This needs to be turned on, so that'll extract over here. And of course, we are going to need more ember to keep everything powered. So I should grab just a little bit more of that stuff. I think this is probably going to be enough. 24 of those? Yeah, that's probably enough. All right, so we can just go ahead and throw that right into here, which will feed our ember emitter and keep everything powered and happy. Okay, so we have 1 dawnstone plate. We need to wait for 15 more. Be right back. So I just melted down some copper into copper gears. That took a good chunk of our copper that we have away. I am going to have to look at melting down more, probably water canning some and getting some more ore berries. I did take a lot of the resources that we're getting from our strainer over here. Oh, you know what? I guess I never did smelt down this. I did smelt it down the iron that we had, but yeah, I guess we have a decent amount of copper here. I need to smelt that down and get that turned into ingots. Anyway, so to make the moistener, we need some glass, the sturdy casing, and the copper gears. I have glass, we have the sturdy casing now, and we have the copper gears. So let's make ourselves a moistener. So there's one of those. And then we need to make the squeezer. So that is 6 tin ingots, glass, and a sturdy casing. And we should have plenty of tin. Yeah, we do. Okay, so there is our tin ingots. And there's our squeezer. Okay, so now we got 2 more machines done. I somehow ended up with an obsidian shard in my inventory. I must have accidentally scrolled that or something. Okay, so replacing manual work. So I didn't see if it said that was going to do something special for us. It says I can now build some more machines that replace manual or semi-manual work like barrels and crucibles. Okay, so I didn't see what this would do for us. So I guess if we look at the moistener, can we see the recipes that this will do? So yeah, we can make podzol out of it. That's a default forestry recipe. Making mossy stone. Oh, okay, so terra clay. That's interesting. Terra clay can turn into clay in this particular recipe. So we just need a little bit of water. All right, so that's a nice change, I suppose, if we need to make a lot of clay. Loam. Yeah, we can make clay out of that. Dirt we can make mud out of, which we don't really need to. Seeds turn into mycelium. Now, I'm not sure if mycelium has much use for us now, but that's something we haven't been able to do, that or podzol. So those are two new materials that we have available. And then if we go to the squeezer, what recipes do we have here? So we can squeeze different things. We can get water out of leaves. Okay, so we don't have to use the crucible anymore if we don't want to. Fruit juice. That, oh man, there's 338 pages. I am not scrolling through all of those. If we go to the end, is there anything special that was added? Yeah, that's just a lot of the refractory things. Yeah, I have no idea if this added anything useful to us. I might go through that at some point, but honestly, there's a lot of pages to scroll through to try and hope that you find something that looks useful, right? Yeah. Anyway, we can put these machines down here for now, I suppose, and hook them up to our power supply. So squeezer and the moistener. Let's give those two some MV wire connectors, and we'll use our shock-free power connectors. There we go. So all of these should be pretty much ready. I suppose we could try the moistener, try and make a little bit of dirt, I suppose, or I guess clay. Let's grab a bucket of water. We'll grab some of the, I think, loam. That should work just fine. We're not really doing much with that. Wait, uses. Let's go back to that. Did that say that turned into clay? I can't remember now. Yes, it does. Okay, and then we do need wheat to run through this, which we have plenty of. I don't know if we have a lot down here, but we have like two fields upstairs that are ready to go with it. So if we put the wheat in there, and we put the water in, and then we put the loam in. Okay, so it is going not super fast, but it is going. It used, oh, okay, that's using more water than I thought it would. So it looks like we're saving just a little bit of water, turning the loam into clay using this, and then we're getting whatever we're gonna get from the moistener in this process. Yeah, I'm not sure if this is really gonna be worthwhile or not. Anyway, well, you know what? We were using a full bucket of water before, weren't we? So this does save a bunch of water doing it this way. But again, I don't know how useful this is going to be in the long run. I don't know. Anyway, guys, I think we're going to go ahead and wrap it up here for today. We got some good stuff going on. We got our Buildcraft lasers. I did turn off those Stirling engines. They were starting to heat up, and I don't remember if Stirling engines explode. I know the combustion engines do if they get too hot. So I turned them all off. You can see there's power still in those pipes over there. We were only getting up to 6 MJ per tick on this assembly table, depending on how many lasers we had going. Yeah, because we only get 1 MJ per tick per Stirling engine. So we are going to have to look at a better power supply in the future. But anyway, that's going to do it for today. Thank you guys for watching. Remember to leave a like on the episode if you liked it, and we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye-bye.